Golden Globe of the night goes to Tiana Taylor.
Oh my gosh, Tiana Taylor! All right, the Golden Globes are happening literally right now, and this should be interesting. I mean, the Critics' Choice was fun and all, but I do expect that the Golden Globes is gonna throw us some fun curveballs down the way, and my predictions this year, I would say I colored outside the lines a bit here and there. I think I'm predicting about 3 categories outside the consensus, but we'll see how it turns out. You know, we have a lot of international representation here at the Globes compared to SAG or PGA nominations recently, so I'm excited to see which international films comes out on top today. What do I want to see today? I want to see One Battle After Another take home at least 1 acting prize, and you can take your pick. All right, I'm not picky, any one of them. And I would like to see It Was Just an Accident and Secret Agent win something major here tonight. But other than that, I'm just trying my hardest to enjoy myself, not stress out too much. So let's do this. We're here already with supporting actress. I am definitely not emotionally prepared. Definitely Amy Madigan can happen. I have Tiana Taylor.
The first Golden Globe of the night.
Here it is. Here it is.
Tiana Taylor.
Oh my gosh, Tiana Taylor! Yes! Yes! Woohoo! Don't worry, Amy Madigan fans out there. It's not over yet. She can still take SAG. It's not over yet. I do read a lot of comments of people who really just don't connect with this performance, but I really do feel like this is a deserved win, in my opinion. And if you don't get the greatness of Tiana Taylor yet, just go back 1001. You'll see, oh yeah, this girl knows what she's doing. I think what's gonna happen is SAG, it might be Amy Madigan. When we get to BAFTA, I think it's gonna be Tiana Taylor, and I think Tiana Taylor's gonna win the Oscar. I never really relate to this, but people always describe I could see her on the stage. I never feel that way. But this was one time where I'm I can just see Tiana Taylor on stage accepting a Golden Globe. Okay, so what about Leo? About 2 hours before this show, I chickened out and I switched one of my predictions, and one of those predictions was Leonardo DiCaprio. Now, part of me feels like, okay, they got the acting covered in One Battle After Another, maybe they don't need to go for Leo. But another part of me is well, they really loved One Battle After Another. I should have stuck with Leo. And we're already hopping into the next one, supporting actor. Gosh, I don't know what's going on here. I have Stellan Skarsgård, but I mean, Benicio del Toro, they're all so good. Elordi's great. Sean Penn was always the person I thought was the real threat to win. It's the best supporting race we've had in years. So I'm really excited to see what happens here. I think it's Stellan. Here he goes. Here he goes.
Globe goes to
Here it is.
Stellan
Skarsgård! Woo! This is great. This is great. I wasn't even the biggest fan, I would say, of Sentimental Value, but I did think his performance was worthy. I think this is very good for him. Okay, so they like Sentimental Value, ladies and gentlemen, enough to give it supporting actor. I feel pretty good. I do wonder whether this can come with the best film. I have been toying with the idea that maybe best drama isn't Hamnet or Sinners, maybe it's Sentimental Value. But yeah, it did take Stellan a long time to get on the stage. He's soaking it in.
That's magic. Cinema should be seen in cinemas.
What does this mean going forward, though? Is Stellan Skarsgård gonna win SAG? No, because he wasn't nominated at SAG, which is so interesting. That's why Golden Globes are kind of filling a space. Before the Golden Globes existed purely just to celebrate Hollywood and the Hollywood actors, but now since they become more like an international group, we're now seeing more of an appreciation for international films. Personally, it's a stacked category. Everyone was so good in it. I probably would have gone for Sean Penn if I was filling out a ballot, but I cannot complain about Stellan Skarsgård. Since he's not nominated at SAG, I think at SAG now, I think we could see one of the One Battle After Another boys finally emerge, or I can just see it repeating what happened at Critics' Choice. So yeah, right now I'm leaning Jacob Elordi, but I wouldn't be surprised by one of the One Battle After Another boys, mostly Sean Penn. I think my best case scenario, and something that I think could happen, Sean Penn wins SAG, and then Paul Mescal wins the BAFTA supporting actor. And then we go in the Academy Awards going, wait, what is going on? And then the Academy Awards go to Benicio del Toro. That would be the greatest supporting actor race of all time. Moving on to original song, I almost missed this one. I got distracted. I have K-pop Demon Hunters. I want to see if it's I Lied to You. Let's see.
Golden from K-pop.
Golden K-pop Demon Hunters. Okay. For some reason, I was waiting for K-pop. And when he didn't say the K, it threw me off. I was like, G, what? I'm shining like a bumblebee. Oh, it's Macaulay Culkin. I always smile whenever I just see Macaulay Culkin. Okay, we're moving on to screenplay. This is a doozy, man. This can go any which way. If One Battle After Another wins here, oh my gosh, that's gonna win the Oscar as well. Because Golden Globes typically don't match up screenplay with their best film, which is why I have It Was Just an Accident, but genuinely could go any which direction. I don't feel Sinners, I don't feel Marty Supreme, and I don't feel Hamnet. I feel like it's one of the other three. Sentimental, It Was Just an Accident, or One Battle. Who do I want to see win? You know, I would like to see Jafar Panahi win, actually. I think that would be awesome. Jafar Panahi. Come on.
Paul Thomas
Anderson. Oh my God. That, like, my blood drained from my head because one, I am excited, good for him. But two, Leo's winning now. Leo is so winning. They love this movie. I mean, it was the critics' leader. Paul Thomas Anderson is Paul Thomas Anderson, not just known for his directing, he's known for his writing. All right, moving on to Best Comedy Actress. I do feel some suspense over this. I mean, she doesn't have a Best Film nomination. Emma Stone and Chase Infinity does. One Battle After Another is doing really well. Maybe there's like a weird sweep season with Chase Infinity, but let's see. I have Rose Byrne. All right, here we go.
I love her. I love them all, but Rose Byrne.
Rose Byrne, okay. Rose Byrne. She won the Golden Globe, she got it in SAG. She's definitely number 2 to Jessie Buckley. She probably won't win, but at least that's a strong number 2 there in that category. At least she's got a little bit of competition there. All right, moving on to Best Comedy Actor. I originally had Leo. I chickened out and changed it to Chalamet. If I had to change it back, I wish I could, but you can't change the past. You can only live in the future. So let's see what happens here. Okay, that would be cool though if it was just a random Ethan Hawke.
And the Golden Globe goes to Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, Timothy Chalamet. Okay. Oh, one of those last minute switches that actually worked. He was very clear at number 1 there because they gave one Battle After Another screenplay, they gave him director, and they gave it film, but they still went for actor Timothy Chalamet. So that's like major strength for Chalamet. I think it probably shows that Chalamet is just going to be like a steamroller, inevitable. It's his time. Stars have aligned. Boom. Chalamet. Best Actor. I'm wondering what I'll predict at SAG now. I said earlier that I would probably predict Leo no matter what, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just say Chalamet. Like Chalamet until he loses, you know? All right, moving on to Box Office Achievement. I kind of feel like if Sinners doesn't win here, it's like definitely winning drama. I don't know why I feel that, because I guess it would make me feel that people already covered it in the drama, so they'll give this to like Avatar or something like that. But I kind of feel like Sinners is winning this. It's the best of the category and it made money. So let's see. Sinners.
Sinners.
Yes. Yes. And let's see if this ends up being like a Barbie repeat, right? Where it doesn't win a Best Film category and it just wins Box Office Achievement. Moving on to Best Director. I am trying to think if I've ever been in less suspense over an award. I don't think I have. It's PTA all the way. What do you say? I mean, he's not Michael Bay, but he does really slay. No, I guess I am kind of in suspense still somehow. I don't know, man. I honestly, I have post-traumatic stress from Social Network year. PTA.
I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh my God, he scared me. He said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pronounce this, thinking it was an international director. All right, moving on to Best Animated Feature. You got to always keep your eye out for the Flow upset from now on, but it looks like it's going to be K-pop pretty easily this year. So yeah, let's see. K-pop Demon Hunters. Okay. All right, we broke the Flow and the Boy and the Heron. We're having a year where it's just going to be the PGA winner animated film, and that's fine. I mean, Yvette did tell me from the beginning that K-pop Demon Hunters she thinks is going to win easily when she saw it because she said that there's just international appeal still. All right, moving on to international film, I have Sentimental Value. Due to those acting nominations, it got Skarsgård, so maybe it's possible. But yeah, I mean, I could also see Secret Agent 2. Here it is.
And the Golden Globe goes to
Sentimental Value, Sentimental.
Faravain, the Secret Agent.
Secret Agent, oh my God. Wow. I mean, it's a deserving winner. It's a deserving winner. If I had to choose between the two, that's the one I would go for. I was just thinking like, man, why didn't they get director and why didn't they get screenplay? But it just goes to show you sometimes maybe in that nomination process, not enough people have seen those nominations in a lot of categories. If they voted today again, I'm sure we would see it, a Kleber Mendoza Filio and director and a screenplay nomination as well. But yeah, very deserving. Great movie. All right, moving on to Best Drama Actress. This should be easily Jessie Buckley, right? They didn't give Sentiment to Value International, so it can't be Rhinesvey, right? Jessie Buckley.
Jessie Buckley.
Okay. From the moment we all saw Hamnet, we all said, oh, that's a season sweeper. And she's going to sweep the season. And then we coming into Best Drama, pretty uneven ground here. We don't know what's going on, but I do know that Jessie Buckley won Drama Actress. So Hamnet, at the end of the day, walking away with just one win in Actress, possible. My prediction would be just as good as it was yesterday. I have no idea because the screenplay went to one battle. All I will say is that Sentimental did not win International. So that either means they're giving it in drama, but that doesn't make sense to me, or it's going to be Sinners or Hamnet. And next is Best Actor. So that's going to give us a lot of insight. And something tells me that if it's not Michael B. Jordan, I don't know how it can be Sinners. Sinners wins Best Drama and Score and Box Office Achievement. That's an odd package, but so is Best Drama Actress only. That also is kind of an odd package. Based on the international win, I'm gonna have to imagine it's Wagner Moura, right? Here we go, here we go.
Wagner
Moura. I mean, with this group, it makes sense. It makes sense with this group. Wagner Moura did not get that SAG nomination, but it doesn't matter. It's okay because the Academy Awards are more aligned with Golden Globes nowadays than they even are with SAG. All you got to do is win the Globe for Drama Actor, and you're going to get in. So I think Wagner Moura definitely secured his spot here. I don't think he's not getting an Oscar nomination. Oh, Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Because we know what's happening, I just totally forgot about this category. But yeah, if One Battle doesn't win here, then it would be the weirdest Golden Globes in the history of the world.
One battle
After another. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. That was me trying to do the piano. That was terrible. That was more like Psycho. You know, I think SAG Ensemble is going to be brutal. I think it's going to be very close because I think One Battle After Another is coming across really strong here. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Sinners is very much something SAG would do. Okay, here's Motion Picture Drama. I mean, it's still anyone's game. Could be Sinners, could be Hamnet. I really don't know. It's not, it was just an accident. I didn't win Screenplay. Secret Agent, that would be sick. That could happen. Secret Agent, it could be a surprise. Sentimental Value, I think it lost International, I'll see that. And Sinners, yeah, it could win. All right, here we go. Oh boy, such a close one.
And the Golden Globe
Here we go.
goes to, you want to help me out? Yeah.
Sinners.
Hamnet.
Okay, it ended up being Hamnet. Best Drama, Hamnet. I had a feeling, man, you know? You gotta kind of take the good with the bad with Golden Globes. They're gonna be very inclusive to international films, which we love now. We love that. But also, sometimes they're gonna drop the ball on probably like one of the best films of the year, Sinners. But that being said, Hamnet's also great. I mean, like, this Hamnet win did feel like, if you're watching the show, like in order of the awards, this Hamnet win does just kind of come out of nowhere. I'm sure they were sitting there like, we're not gonna win. It doesn't matter. I don't really think Hamnet is the #2 film still. Sinners is still the #2 film to beat. But this does only further the gap, I think, of One Battle After Another. All right, they didn't present original score, but they presented podcasts. So Yvette is gonna tell me original score because I didn't see it anywhere announced during the show, but I know Yvette said that they announced that one. So she's gonna go ahead and tell me right now. You know, the critics' prizes have been overwhelmingly Sinners, but there's been always something in me and been like, what about One Battle After Another? And there's always a surprise that they can go for a Surratt here. It's Surratt, it's One Battle, or it's Sinners. It's Ludwig, right? Don't say Johnny Greenwood, you're gonna kill me.
And the award for Best Original Score for a Motion Picture is Ludwig Göransson for Sinners.
Yvette, the suspense. What are you doing to me? All right, well, the Globes are using Box Office Award to suffice the public so they can give the big one to Hamnet, I guess. I can already imagine probably some people are gonna be upset, but currently Globes is the only televised award show right now in place to like propel international films like The Secret Agent or Sentimental Value. So I kind of see the glass, I guess, a little half full. There were some interesting, inspiring winners, I think, tonight. Skarsgård, Miss SAG, won Best Supporting Actor. If SAG voted next week, surely Skarsgård would be there. I think the supporting race is not just open, it's wide open. Wide open. At SAG, I guess I'm still feeling like a Lordy. However, I am open. I am open for a Sean Penn to emerge there, and then whoever wins BAFTA, I suppose, wins the Oscar. It's one of the best supporting races we've had in quite a long time. I'm a little saddened by it was just an accident. I think it really could have used a win here tonight. Everyone, please go and watch it if you haven't seen it already. But in the same breath, The Secret Agent continues to steamroll ahead, and I feel pretty good about it going on to win International Film now. Brazil winning for a second year in a row. Crazy. I know there's also a large portion of the Hollywood Foreign Press members who are from Central and South America, but I also knew that there was a larger base from Europe, so I kind of still thought it was going to be a close one, but no, Secret Agent won International. And they obviously showed up for Wagner Moura as well, really cementing himself in that Best Actor nomination. It's a for sure thing now. My favorite moment of the show was definitely, I have to say it, One Battle After Another winning Best Supporting Actress. I mean, it's definitely still a race. If Madigan ends up getting SAG and then gets BAFTA and wins Oscar, I'll be fine. I'm just glad to have this moment, but I do think she is going to win the Oscar. And then we got Chalamet, Timothée Chalamet. It's looking like it's going to be his year. I mean, SAG just awarded him last year, but Tiana Taylor, I think, kind of opens the door to say, we can award One Battle here, and then we can just give Chalamet another SAG, no problem. One Battle After Another also winning screenplay here and director shows a lot of strength for that film, but they still went for Chalamet, still went for him. So that's a very good sign of strength. And I think Marty as a film is just really surging right now. So yeah, I think Timothée Chalamet looks pretty good to finally win his Oscar. And then we got Sinners. Sinners really could have used that drama win, I think, tonight to match up with that SAG ensemble, to kind of build a case for itself. But still, I think Sinners is very much still the number 2, which is why I think it's going to win screenplay. And it might be so easy, by the way, to predict both screenplays this year. One Battle After Another, Sinners, the 2 best films. Other than that, I don't think I did too bad with predictions. I usually miss, I think, more at Globes. I missed 2, I think, right? Screenplay and international, yeah. Was this close to officially missing Chalamet. And also, I think Tiana Taylor, gave one of the best speeches of the night. I think Timothée Chalamet gave a good speech, making sure to bring up being humble. It's almost like A24 sat him down with the PR firm and said, okay, look, your character is kind of a butthole. So I think it's better if you give the speeches to be the opposite. So people are clear that what you're doing in that movie is a character and not who you are, and it's working. But other than that, I want to hear from you guys. What was your favorite win of the night? How do you think this affects the Oscars? Thank you so much for tuning into the Golden Globes with me, and of course subscribing. I got another Oscar Science video coming your way, but until then, I will see you at the Oscars.